Hello, people, and welcome back. Today, I want to talk about why you should display your art, and by that, I mean your sketches, your studies, the things that you might do day to day, as well as your finished artwork. There are so many benefits to seeing the product of your hard work on the wall that might surprise you, because it surprised me, and I want to share that with you so that you can benefit too. So, let's get to it. Now, who else has started and stopped doing art over the years? A couple of years ago when I left work, I told myself that I wasn't going to give up this time. I won't lie, it's been tough at times to keep going, and you can see some of my coping mechanisms in my past videos. I have been doing everything that I can to keep going this time around, and I think it's paid off over these few years. But when I started putting up my sketches and my rough drawings or paintings or whatever it is that I'm doing, the ones along my learning journey, I didn't fully realise the benefits until now. It started when I was trying to study the form and rhythms of the head because I felt all my proportions were off and my heads looked skewed. It was really annoying. But this day when I got my piece of paper and I tried to draw the head using rhythms, I was having a really bad drawing day. I was frustrated and it came out as bad as expected, but something really unexpected happened. I all of a sudden found it hilariously funny, and I'm talking meme level funny, and my frustration was replaced by something more lighthearted. It was such a memorable moment for me that I got some sticky tape and stuck it on the wall to remind me to lighten up and to have some fun. Instead of getting frustrated with myself, it reminded me to find the humour in it. And that moment showed me I didn't have to keep piling on myself when I had bad drawing days because I had them pretty often. And if I couldn't deal with those bad drawings, I would have stopped art altogether once again back in that start-stop cycle. Just being able to look up at that funny drawing on the wall when a drawing wasn't going well reminded me to have fun with it instead. Of course, one day the sticky tape failed and it slipped down behind my desk and I forgot about it, but the lesson was learned. So then I would stick up some of the work that I did for a time and it brightened my day because back then I was doing these little acrylic paintings in all sorts of abstract styles and things. I don't know what I was doing. But then I forgot to hang them up for a while when I switched rooms where I was doing my drawing, and I had trouble keeping myself going for a period as well, so I switched back to pencil and paper or charcoal for a pretty long time actually. It was just so I could keep the habit going, and I didn't hang those up at first because I forgot all about hanging them up. It wasn't until several months ago that I started hanging them up again, and I wanted to see them better, evaluate what I was doing right or wrong. And by hanging them up temporarily, it gives me time to absorb and reflect on the work. I think about what I would like to improve on the next one. And displaying those little sketches also made me more inclined to keep doing more, which is great. And if I stash them away straight after drawing them, I won't get that chance to reflect. I hang them up any way I can with sticky tape, magnets on my whiteboard, paper clips or pegs on a string, however I can put them up where I can see them. It doesn't matter, as long as you can see them. After a couple of days of looking at them, I tend to form a better, more objective opinion of them because I can, over time, over those few days or weeks, notice things that I couldn't see before. It gives me a bit of direction for the next drawing and, gives me direction of what I might want to work on. And this is something else that happens when I look at some of my drawings. I can see someone who's trying her best with what she's got at the time, and it's kind of endearing and definitely softens my outlook. I can be pretty critical still, but with a kinder heart, it's not personal. Instead, I can think, well, it might not be technically perfect, but I enjoy looking at what you did. Good job. Even hanging up the bad ones, I might look at it and think, oh yeah, that really was challenging, but you took that on anyway. And now I'm kinder to myself and my efforts and more objective about how I did. Well, basically, it changed my mindset from being, well, this sucks, you suck at drawing and you will never get better, you're wasting your time, to, yeah, it might suck, but I love that you did it anyway. That just takes so much pressure off, and now I'm free to explore and try new things without that fear that if I make a mistake, that a bad drawing is going to be a reflection of me, because it's not. I have a few bad pieces on display right now, along with some of the better ones, and it grounds me, but it also inspires me in a way. Another benefit of hanging up your work is that it serves as a reminder of what you can achieve, whether it's perfect or not. It exists in the world now, and that's an achievement. I think we often forget what we can do, or we dismiss it because it's out of sight, sitting in a box somewhere. We forget what we're capable of, or that we can actually create anything at all. It's easy to get into a negative spiral when the last few drawings or paintings or sketches we didn't turn out how we wanted. And of course, we want everything to be perfect, and we are quick to dismiss anything that doesn't meet that standard and start to feel that maybe we can't draw. But by displaying your work on your walls, it keeps your achievements in the front of your mind because, yes, you did that, you created it, and it's not so bad. In fact, it's pretty good in its own way. So now we have a knock-on effect of creating confidence in our work, in our abilities. So many of us lack confidence in ourselves, and I truly believe that keeping some work to put on the walls is a really good reminder that we can create something worthy enough to display. We can surround ourselves with our own achievements so we don't forget what we can do. And I have a few hanging on my bedroom wall so I can see when I wake up. And those mornings when I'm not feeling it, I'm a little bit lethargic, I can look up and see the work that I did and know that I am capable of doing that much. Especially that last long drawing I did. I know, I keep bringing it up because it was just such a cornerstone moment for me. It was a huge accomplishment and it deserves its space on the wall. And those few special works that you do, frame them. Be proud of what you did. And the other thing is that I can also remember how I felt while drawing or sketching that piece, or any, study or whatever it is that I'm doing. I can remember how it felt if I was in the flow or if I was frustrated because it wasn't turning out. When I can remember the frustration, that serves as a reminder that things aren't always as bad as they seem in the moment. And in your heart, you will forgive your frustrations for next time. But looking at your past work like that can inspire your next piece as well. You might want to build on something you started now that you've looked at it on your wall for a while. Use it as a base to build upon, or it might inspire something completely new. So go out there, draw, paint, create, surround yourself with your work, fill yourself with your achievements, and remind yourself of what you can do. Your work is a record of your journey. Let it inspire you to keep going and keep exploring and keep creating and honing those skills. And let them reflect back to you and see what you can see and feel, and then keep going. But anyway, that's it for today. Subscribe if you enjoyed this and let me know if you did. And as always, keep learning and discovering, keep drawing, and let's get better together.